This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 5th of April. I'm Michael Groff. Slightly cooler temperatures in here today and tomorrow as some weak shortwave energy moves through the southwestern United States. Maybe even a slight chance of seeing some showers, perhaps even here in the valley. But then after that, we warm up in a big way as high pressure builds in, temperatures exceeding the 90-degree mark for the first time this year, either Sunday or for sure on Monday and Tuesday. And then maybe more unsettled weather late next week. A lot going on. Let's talk about it. First, the Almanac from yesterday, 85 degrees behind the valley. The morning low, 60. And outside right now with the sun coming up over the valley, a few high clouds out there to start this day, and we're at 57 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 35, humidity 42%, winds light, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures out there this morning, mostly in the 50s and low 60s. Fairly seasonal for this time of year. The upper air look, we've got a couple of short waves that are beginning to affect us here in the southwestern United States. Some high clouds coming in, and eventually could even see a few showers developing, especially over northern and eastern Arizona later today. The watch warning map, a big problem with dense fog across the plain states this morning. Numerous dense fog advisories from the Gulf Coast all the way up into the northern plains. Otherwise, this map is relatively quiet. Convective outlook for today, we've got a slight risk of severe storms, places like Lubbock, Midland, Odessa, with a marginal risk for the adjacent areas there. Another marginal risk in parts of the Gulf Coast. And the precipitation outlook valid through next Friday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts here in the valley, probably nothing. And then statewide, some very spotty and light precipitation. But there is, or at least there are, a couple of wrinkles in the forecast that we'll get into now as we take a look at the models and see where it's going. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Here comes an initial short wave into the southwest today. So down at the surface, we'll call it partly cloudy. It'll be breezy and cooler than we've seen in recent days. Highs this afternoon, mid and upper 70s. Should be an absolutely beautiful day. Get out and enjoy it. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, lows mostly in the 50s. And then tomorrow, another short wave moves through the area and just enough moisture and dynamic support with this to trigger a slight chance of showers for central and northern Arizona, including here in the valley. Any rain that happens would be very widely spaced and light, but do keep that in mind. We could see those stray showers around through at least the morning hours tomorrow. And high temperatures, again, upper 70s to near 80, and it will be breezy at times as well. Then on Sunday, ridging builds in. We get the clouds out of here, mostly sunny skies, highs in the mid and upper 80s. We could touch 90. But if we don't on Sunday, we will for sure on Monday as that ridge is right over top of us. High temperatures, low to mid 90s. Same thing on Tuesday, low to mid 90s are likely. But here comes another short wave into the Great Basin and moving through the interior west, mostly north of Arizona. So that's going to drag a cold front across the area Tuesday night and Wednesday. That's going to cool us off. It'll be breezy, mostly sunny skies Wednesday, but high temperatures back in the low and middle 80s. Same thing on Thursday, low and middle 80s. And here comes another low diving down the west coast. We see that as we go to a week from today. Check that out. Friday, the 12th, a very deep and cold upper low over Southern California. And if this verifies, unsettled weather would be the rule around here. It would be breezy, maybe even windy and much cooler. Could see some pretty decent chances of rain. The GFS is rather aggressive with the moisture advection and the vigorous nature of this low. Might even see some isolated thunderstorms if this is correct. So we'll have to keep this in mind. Again, we have been talking about this for several days. This has been evident on numerous consecutive model runs. So this is looking like an increasingly likely scenario. Keep in mind, though, this is April. It's one of our drier months, so the likelihood of getting significant precipitation still, climatologically speaking, rather low. It's got 10 days to the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, the 14th. And check it out, yet another low moving down the west coast, and more unsettled and unseasonably cool weather would be the rule. We'd probably have highs dropping back in the 70s for the end of next week and the following weekend if all of this pans out. And look, another chance of rain coming into the southwestern states, including here in the valley. Check out the temperatures through the period coming off of the GFS ensemble. Yes, we go up into the middle 90s on Monday and Tuesday, and then dipping back down well into the 70s thereafter, and that looks good. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video, perhaps with some new graphics coming in here on Monday morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Plus, your comments, questions, and suggestions are always welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Be safe out there and have a fantastic Friday and a great weekend.